Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this First Bank presentation of Evanston Wrestling on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. This broadcast brought to you by The Store, Clothing and More, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, mylocalradio.com, Evanston Regional Hospital, Auto Farm Chevrolet, a community-driven dealership, Wyoming Dental Specialties, the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uinta County School District Number 1, Plains Tire, Dr. McKay Frankum DDS, Rocky Mountain Yeti, The Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Parks and Recreation, Bear River Dental, Arrowhead Dental, and by Ellingford Brothers, ELAN, OLLIFF, and Jason Mitchell bringing you live action from Evanston Gymnasium as the Red Devils come home one more time in the 1920 season to wrestle in front of the home crowd. Jason, we're excited to have you. How excited are you for this matchup?
I'm excited. It's always kind of fun to watch Star Valley. They always bring a tough opponent, tough team to the mat, and it's fun to watch. Well,
it should be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of great matchups on tap for you today. Right now, we have the JV match going on. Right now, it's all Star Valley, 43-6, the score in the duel. And you and I were texting a little bit earlier this week. You said Star Valley's tough, and the JV is proving that right now.
You know, they really are tough. You know, a lot of their JV guys, you're able to enter 2 guys per weight class. And I noticed a lot of the guys they haven't wrestled JV here tonight, they'll place at state. And so their JV guy will place 5th or 6th. They're up there in state, so they definitely bring 2 to each weight class.
A stacked team, and it should be a stacked night. We'll go over the matchups in the varsity a little bit later. In the meantime, we have our Pitchfork pregame show. When we come back, we will hear from Coach Eddie Clark of Star Valley Wrestling on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Wrestling on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center gives you access to 3 amazing weight rooms. As a serious weightlifter, you can accomplish all your goals of bulking and maximizing with our complete lines of Precor, Hoist, and Troy free weight equipment. If your weightlifting is more focused on firming, toning, core, and muscle strength, then you'll enjoy the Cybex equipment weight room. Don't wait another minute to reach your weight training goals. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittlestWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittlestWoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittlestWoodShop.com today.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put
put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to this first bank presentation of Red Devil Wrestling on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Before our show today, we had a chance to speak with Coach Eddie Clark of Star Valley Wrestling. Here is that conversation. ELAN OLLIFF here with Eddie Clark, Star Valley head wrestling coach. Coach Clark, you guys come in, according to YO Wrestling, as the #1 team in the state. What's kind of led to that sustained success that we've come to expect from Star Valley Wrestling?
I think it boils down to a couple of real simple things. One is that we start our kids young, and the coaches that we have on our high school staff also are the coaches that coach our Little League stuff. So I've coached these kids since I was their first wrestling coach, and I'll be their last wrestling coach in Star Valley. So that's kind of fun. And I think that builds to our success. And the other thing is we have kids that work real hard, a community that expects them to work real hard, and we have high expectations and standards for them, both on and off the mat.
With this being the last competition of the regular season, this is getting down to the end for some of these wrestlers that you've worked with for so long. What kind of emotions come with the end of the season for you and your staff since you have been with them for so long?
This is excitement right now. The sad part comes when the seniors leave. For me, it's a little tougher this year because my youngest son is a senior in high school, so it'll be empty nest for my wife and I. But it's right now it's excitement for the stretch run. This is what we built all year for regionals and state, and it's right around the corner. So how can you not be excited?
Even though you guys aren't in the same division anymore, Evanston and Star Valley historically have a great wrestling tradition. What do you think goes into that, and what makes this rivalry so special?
I think it's just you have two communities that are similar in a lot of ways, both hardworking, blue collar people, and they expect the same from their kids. They expect them to be hardworking, blue collar kids, and coaches with similar philosophies. Coach Wagstaff and I think our kids need to be good citizens and good people first, wrestlers second, and athletes second. We care more about what their character than their hand going up in the air at the end of the match, and it's just. And I think you just got people that are competitive. I mean, so what else do you need for a rivalry?
Talking about tonight's matchup, you are going to have to do some lineup switching because of some disparities at weight classes. What kind of changes are you expecting to make tonight?
Oh, I just shuffled a few kids up of weight to give us some better matches. I moved I sat my heavyweight out and then I pulled my JV kid in there and then bumped my 95 and 220 up since Evanston didn't have an 82 pounder, and I want my 82 pounder to get a match prior to the regional tournament. He didn't get one the other night against Pinedale, so that'd be 2 weeks in a row without a match. So it's important that he gets a match. And so we did some shuffling there. And, you didn't bring him all the way to Evanston to watch everyone wrestle. You came to wrestle. So we just played with the lineup a little bit so we could get everyone a match tonight.
Coach Eddie Clark, Star Valley Wrestling, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you very much.
Coach Eddie Clark for Star Valley Wrestling, thank you so much for joining us on the Pitchfork pregame show. And Jason, during the interview, we were just talking about what Coach Clark was saying about his wrestlers, and you can tell that he really has a love and admiration for his team. Absolutely, I agree. He's kind of all in and brings a lot of energy, and it's kind of fun to watch him. Definitely, and I thought it was really fantastic to hear him talk about the younger wrestlers that are coming up, how that is the team that they've worked with from the time that they were really, really young. And he made the comment, I'm their first wrestling coach, I'll be their last. And you really build a bond with some kids doing that. Absolutely, without question. Yeah, they build a bond and relationship there, and they get pretty tight. So that's kind of a neat thing. Another coach that really loves his wrestlers, of course, is Evanston's Larry Wagstaff. And when you put a mic in front of his face, he may not be the most talkative person, but when you get him by himself and just talk about his kids and wrestling in general. The guy's a chatterbox.
He absolutely is, and he genuinely loves the sport.
Mm-hmm.
He loves what he does. He's kind of like a little kid, you know. He just kind of brings you can tell he likes to be there.
Yep.
You know, he doesn't go to work. You know, he kind of does what he loves to do.
Exactly. And when we come back on this first big presentation of Red Devil Wrestling on KNYN 99.1, we will hear from Coach Larry Wagstaff when we come back.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Welcome back to the Pitchfork pregame show on this first make presentation of Red Devil Wrestling on KNYN 99.1 with live video online at mylocalradio.com. We had a chance to have a short conversation with Coach Larry Wagstaff before the match, and here it is. ELAN OLLIFF here with Coach Larry Wagstaff, Evanston Wrestling. Coach Wagstaff, last time you guys were here, you guys were able to get the victory over Rock Springs in a duel. Tonight you got Star Valley. Evanston and Star Valley have kind of a historic rivalry, even though they're not in the same division. How exciting is it to have this duel here at Evanston tonight?
Well, it's really exciting. Get a chance to wrestle in front of our fans, and Star Valley's always been a good competition, and they got some good wrestlers. So that they'll come to wrestle, and we'll come to wrestle. It should be pretty good.
Tonight, also senior night, it'll be the last time wrestling in front of the home crowd for a bunch of these guys. What can you say about the seniors as they're about ready to wind down their final year?
Well, we've only got a couple of them, so that's a good thing. Reagan Wagstaff at 170 will graduate this year, and as you've watched us wrestle, he's been a good workhorse for us. And Eric Orozco, our heavyweight, came to us as a freshman, has come a long ways, and we're going to miss him too. Bryson Davis, another senior, but won't wrestle tonight. He's injured. So, but Eric and Rigdon over the last 4 years have wrestled a lot of matches for us and done a lot of good things for us.
Tonight, kind of opposite of the Rock Springs match. I think we had 4 or 5 forfeits in the Rock Springs duel. Tonight, only 1, so we're going to get a chance to see a lot of wrestling tonight. How good is it to be able to come home and to be able to wrestle almost a full duel and have all your varsity guys out there?
Well, it's a sad thing that there's any forfeits in wrestling. I mean, there's kids walking everybody's halls that could be wrestling and helping us, but we line up pretty good as far as the numbers go, and as you go through the lineup, there's going to be some real good matches, I think, as we pair up with them, and it should be pretty fun.
Coach Larry Wagstaff, Evanston Wrestling, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
A big thank you to Coach Wagstaff for everything really this season. We've had weekly interviews. We've had pre-match interviews. We did the Rock Springs and tonight. Jason, the one thing that stands out to me in that interview is he says, it's a shame that there's ever a forfeit in wrestling. There are people walking down everyone's halls who could come and wrestle. The guy is really a believer that this is an all-inclusive sport.
You know, it really is. It's kind of a sport that's made for every body type. You can be large, small, short, tall, and it's just so good for kids. It's so good for their athletic development. And I know Larry would love to have 60 kids in the room.
Yeah.
And he would welcome them with open arms, and they'd all walk out tougher.
And the great thing is when you first meet Larry, you don't get the impression that he's like a big teddy bear, but he really is. I mean, he loves these kids. He was telling me today before the interview, this is actually the saddest part of the year for him because it's almost over.
Yeah. You know, and I know he's always been a kid advocate, you know, and I know the kids know that they always have somebody in their corner they can go to, and Larry's always been that for so many young athletes, and they trust him and they like him.
Well, now let's go ahead and set the scene here for this matchup. Evanston welcomes the number 1 team in 3A, and it's no surprise. I mean, when you hear Star Valley, you think of great wrestling. Rulon Gardner, of course, comes to mind, the Olympic champion from 2000. Number 1 team in 3A, and you were telling me something very interesting about a duel between the number 1 team in 3A, Star Valley, and the number 1 team in 4A.
Yeah, they had quite a duel up in Star Valley a couple weeks ago. Green River, I think they tied, I believe it was 39-39, and they had to go down to the 9th criteria.
Wow.
So they went to, you know, all the personal fouls, the flagrant fouls, and they went all the way down to the 9th criteria. I probably should have looked that up to see what it was. I think it was like first takedown of the duel or something like that.
Wow. And that tells you just the type of team that Coach Clark puts out. And he does this year after year after year. And, I mean, Green River, of course, we all know about Peyton Tucker. We all know about how that team is, how wrestling is Green River when it comes to boys sports. And able to go step for step with a Green River, a 4A squad, it really shows the toughness of this team that we're going to see tonight.
And it'll be fun to watch, I believe, next year. When they do the reclassifications, Green River is going to drop to 3A.
Oh, wow.
And so you're going to see Green River and Star Valley for the next few years. They'll bang in conference duels and in regionals and state.
That'll be a lot more fun because Green River's not in our division. We can watch that as pure fans of the sport. For Evanston, last time we saw them, they beat Rock Springs in a duel, and it was actually a pretty close duel despite all of the forfeits. Rock Springs was ranked in the top 5 at the time of that duel. Not there right now. And you know, there was a lot of forfeits, but those forfeits took out a lot of Evanston's strongest wrestlers. Rigdon Wagstaff didn't get to wrestle. Eric Orozco, he did actually. But Brandon Van Giesen was another name. Kendall Cummings, those were the big 3 for Evanston, and neither one of them got to wrestle because of forfeits.
Right. I think Kendall did wrestle. I think he ended up got injured.
Right. Yeah.
So Kendall ended up with a concussion.
Yep.
After that match, and unfortunately didn't get a wrestle in the Ronthon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really looking forward to watching Kendall go to the Ronthon and place in the top of that tournament.
Definitely, and just to be able to kind of come into here and you have your last competition before the postseason, before regionals at home against such a high-quality opponent, it really is a dress rehearsal for what's to come for these boys.
Absolutely. They're going to see as good a competition here tonight as they'll see against anybody.
Well, let's go ahead and break down the format, Jason. So people that don't know wrestling, kind of break this down for us.
All right, so you look at the individual scoring format. It's pretty simple. You know, both wrestlers, they start in a neutral position on their feet, and they work for that first takedown. Once the guy gets down there, the guy on top's trying to get him to his back to get back points. Guy on bottom's obviously trying to get away for the 1 point escape that you see there on your second list. From there, they wrestle 3 periods. They'll flip a coin. Both guys will get a choice. Top, bottom, neutral, defer. And after that, there's usually a winner. If not, they go into overtime.
And it's 2-minute rounds, so it's fast and furious action. And then as soon as one match is over, they move right into the next one. What does an escape actually look like? I mean, for people who are not familiar with wrestling?
So after a guy gets taken down, he tries to build a base on the bottom, get to his feet, and cut away and get away from him. And then they get back into what they call a neutral position. Mm-hmm. And once they're both on their feet in neutral position, the guy that got away is awarded 1 point.
And then a reversal also, that kind of can be a complicated one as well.
Absolutely. So when you're on the bottom and the guy's on top trying to control, you hit a switch or some kind of a roll. A couple different ways to reverse it, and then you end up on top.
Mm-hmm.
So
it is exactly what it sounds like. You go from being controlled to being in control, and then the referee will signal 2 points for the reversal.
Exactly.
And then near fall, that is when the guy, to my understanding, you have your opponent on his back, and you not quite have that second shoulder blade down, but
right.
they're kind of you'll see the ref on mylocalradio.com start pounding the mat, kind of counting the points out, and I think it's like 2 seconds and you get 2 points, 5 seconds and it's 3 points.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice slow, and you can usually watch the ref and he'll say 1,001, 1,002, and he's guaranteed 2 points, and he'll continue counting 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. When he gets to 5, that turns to 3.
Okay, and then a potentially dangerous hold, that's 1 point to the opponent, and I guess a potentially dangerous hold would be kind of an illegal neck. A legal neck grab or something?
Well, usually a potentially dangerous, the ref just stops it.
Okay.
So if you have a potentially dangerous situation, the ref will step in and just stop it and won't award points either way.
Okay.
So the 1 point is like an illegal hold.
Okay.
So if you have a full Nelson, for example, or grab a guy's headgear, things like that, that'll cost you a point.
So anything around the head. So
anything around the head.
You really want to avoid the head and the neck.
Right.
Okay. And then stalling, you get 1 warning if you're stalling, and then it's a point to the opponent after that 1 warning.
Right.
Is that correct?
So what happens? They go 1, and then if you get dinged for another stalling, it's another point. Then if you get dinged a 3rd time, it's 2 points. Then if you happen to get dinged a 4th time, you're disqualified.
And now we'll go ahead and look at the scoring format for the duel, and this is where it gets really interesting because this is the score that we're going to care about. This is the score we're going to watch. If you win a match by 1 to 7 points, that is otherwise known as decision. That's 3 duel points.
Correct.
But you look at the scoreboard right now on the JV game, it's 67 to 6,
right.
which tells you that they're collecting an awful lot of near fall or pin points, which is you get 6 points for that.
6 points for a pin, correct.
So if we're in a situation where, let's say, Evanston is down by 4 and it's the final match, you can tie it up if you win by what's called major decision, and that's if you win by anywhere from 8 to 14 points, or you could win it if you win by 15 points, which is technical fall, kind of like technical knockout in like boxing or UFC or something like that. Or you could get the 6 points for just dominating and getting the pin.
Which we love.
And we will definitely be looking for that. Team with the most points after the final match will win the duel. Let's go ahead and break down the matchups here. So it's going to every duel they draw what weight class they're going to begin at.
Right.
And tonight we will be beginning at 160. And according to our matchup sheet, that's Stephen Dick for Evanston versus number 4 in 3A, Zachary Patterson for Star Valley. So that should be a great matchup. Then after that, we actually have it on our sheet at 170. Number 6, Riggin Wagstaff, who I did not get to see wrestle in Rock Springs. He was, as I mentioned, one of the victims of the forfeits. and then Carson Vanderberg. Rigdon Wagstaff, number 6 in 4A. Vanderberg, number 7 in 3A. So a rank versus rank matchup. And you'll actually see we have a lot of those tonight.
We do. It should be exciting.
182, David Walker will win that, and that will actually be a forfeit for Evanston, which means Evanston will spot them 6 points off the board. A little bit of an advantage for Star Valley. Then we move down to 185, Mason Erickson, number 7 in the 4A, taking on Trent Clark, number 1 in the 3A. You have to think Clark's the favorite there.
Absolutely. And Clark, not only is he the favorite, I went back and looked at the results at the Ronthon, which is the kind of the true state tournament, and he took first place at the Ronthon as well.
So very formidable opponent.
Absolutely, yeah, he's a stud.
220, we have Regan Hoggett taking on, we think it's Kevin Briscoe, according to the sheet we were handled, but we just saw him wrestle in a JV match, so we don't know quite yet who that will be. Stay tuned for that. And then 285, the heavyweights. Number 3 in 4A, Erica Rosgo, one of the seniors for Coach Wagstaff, taking on Carter White for Star Valley. Coach Clark for Star Valley decided not to bring his typical heavyweight, which is actually ranked number 1 in the state on 3A. And you say he's a stud as well.
He is. He is an absolute stud. He also took first place at the Ronthon and is just a go-getter. A tough kid.
79-6 the score in the JV matchup right now. I think we will be ending that one here pretty soon, getting ready for varsity action. Going to fix, as they just reset the scoreboard. So let's go ahead and run through the rest of these. 106, Walker Wilson taking on Bo Simpson. 113, I think this is the matchup of the night. Number 3 in 4A, Brandon Van Giesen taking on number 2 in 3A, Jacob Gield from Star Valley.
It should. I went back there again and looked at the Ronthon, and I saw Brandon Van Giesen took 6th. He was our highest placer there at the Ronthon and had a real nice tournament. Jacob Gill took 4th.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't meet up at the Ronthon, so they'll have a chance to meet up here.
It'll be very equal then. You got 6 versus 4th,
right.
2 versus 3.
Right.
Should be a lot of fun. At 120, number 4, Jackson Moore for Evanston, the sophomore. He's kind of been, according to Coach Wagstaff, a spark plug on this team and really is the future of Evanston wrestling.
Yeah, he's a special athlete, and he does a wonderful job. He's always fun to watch wrestle.
He'll have a big test tonight. He'll be taking on Waylon Nelson, number 3 in 3A. So that is another great matchup. So we got 2 great matchups back-to-back that I'm super excited for. Also in 126, Logan Elson from Evanston taking on Spencer Larson. At 132, Quentin Elmer from Evanston taking on number 4, Joseph Thompson. And then at 138, you have number 2, Kendall Cummings taking on Braden Andrews, who is number 1 in 132 for Star Valley.
And that's kind of interesting. The 138-pounder is also ranked number 1. His name is Hayes Child. I was thinking that was going to be the match of the night.
But now
Hayes Child, but I guess he got hurt in practice last night, or he didn't come for some reason.
For some reason,
yeah.
Braden Andrews, number 1, 6 pounds down. He's up 6 pounds for tonight.
Yeah.
Should be a fun matchup. 145, Riker Case taking on Cale Johnson. Number 6 in 4A for Case. Number 7 in 3A for Cale Johnson. So another really close matchup. I mean, you look all the way down, and these teams are shot for shot. It should be great.
Should be.
152, Rowdy Saavedra taking on number 4, Ren King from Star Valley, number 6, and then that brings us down to 160, Stephen Dick, where that is where it's all going to get started.
Yep.
So here they are honoring the seniors for Evanston. We have Erica Rosgo out there, currently number 3 in the heavyweight division. I'm super excited to see him wrestle tonight.
Absolutely, me too. And Bryce Davis. Bryson, he's the other one.
So Bryce Davis, Rigdon Wagstaff, and Erica Roscoe. Jason, you've been a coach for quite a while. No doubt you've worked with every single one of these athletes. Going through Bryce, Eric, and Rigdon, what are some great things about these young men?
The nice thing about them is you just have absolutely 3 hard workers. They'll put their nose to the grindstone and they'll give you everything they got. And they're just good stand-up guys that'll work hard and I'm sure they're great in the room as far as bringing other kids along. I know Rigdon kind of has that tendency to be a real leader, kind of put his arm around the younger ones and bring them up.
I've heard from Coach Larry Wagstaff that all three of them have been great
Absolutely.
leaders. You look at the roster for this Evanston team, it's actually pretty young.
It is young.
And for varsity, it's pretty young. So you could call it a rebuilding year, but with the performances they've had, I'd call it more of a reload.
Right.
I mean, they've been good so far.
Uh-huh.
So Rigdon Wagstaff, Erica Roscoe, and Bryce Davis, the seniors being celebrated at senior night. ELAN, OLLIFF, and Jason Mitchell bringing you the action live from Evanston Gymnasium. Red Devils taking on the Star Valley Braves in a wrestling duel. It should be great. We got it on the radio tonight thanks to our sponsors and also on mylocalradio.com. Really quick, if you enjoy Red Devil Sports, if you enjoy everything that we're able to bring you on KNYN and mylocalradio.com, you should be thanking and supporting our sponsors. For you watching on mylocalradio.com, those banners at the bottom by the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, every single one of those companies are the reason why we're able to bring them out. And every single company that we are showing ads for tonight, they're the reason why we're able to do this. So a big thank you to our sponsors. And if you enjoy this, please support them. Senior night wrapping up, celebrating Rigdon Wagstaff, Erica Roscoe, and Bryce Davis. And it was interesting. As soon as the ceremony was over, you saw Rigdon immediately start shaking his arms, getting ready to roll.
Yeah, he knows he's coming up right away.
So we will get started at 160. Stephen Dick versus the number 4 wrestler in 3A, Zachary Patterson. The Classics are going to come out and do their thing. And Coach Mitchell, this has been a matchup that both teams have been circling on their board. We heard that from both coaches that this is a rivalry, even though it's 3A versus 4A. What makes it such a great rivalry, in your opinion?
I think just the history. The two schools have battled forever, and coaches have battled against each other, and their kids are battling against each other, and it just kind of a thing just kind of continues on.
And this is a team that we see here at the EI every year. It's a team that we get a duel at some point, and it's familiarity between the two teams are what's going to make for great action tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, most of these kids, like you said, have wrestled each other since they were in the 3rd grade, and they know each other pretty well.
Well, we're going to take a break. We'll put the ads on the upper left corner for you watching on mylocalradio.com so you can still watch the Classics. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the start of this duel on KNYN 99.1, a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Wrestling on KNYN and mylocalradio.com.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today. We are finally ready to start this one, Coach Mitchell. It should be a very good showdown.
Absolutely. I'm excited. This will be fun.
Right now, the matchups being announced. Walker Wilson and Bo Simpson just came out. Here comes Brandon Van Giesen and Jacob Gield. I think that's your matchup of the night right there.
Should be a fun one to watch.
At 120, Waylon Nelson taking on Jackson Moore, and that'll be another great one.
Absolutely.
126, Spencer Larson, Logan Elson, as they come to the mat and shake hands. 132, Joseph Thompson and Quentin Elmer coming in to take the handshake. So Braden Andrews, Kendall Cummings, that could be a sneaky good one as well. As we mentioned, Andrews number one at 132 in the 3A division.
Giving up some weight to Kendall, that's not easy.
We'll see what happens here. Riker Case taking on Cale Johnson. Ren King should be taking on Rowdy Saavedra at 160. And this is where things will get started according to the draw. It'll be Zachary Patterson, Stephen Tick. So far, Coach Mitchell, my sheet I prepared beforehand has been right on the money. So hopefully it stays that way.
I agree.
Carson Vanderberg will take on Rigdon Wagstaff at 170. You know Rigdon's ready for this one. This will be his only chance to wrestle at a duel here in Evanston.
Yeah, I expect Rigdon to come out on fire and just take care of business for that one.
So 182, it's a forfeit for both teams. So David Walker will take on Mason Erickson.
Okay.
So that's how that goes. Trent Clark. So I had Trent Clark wrestling at 195, but they are moving him up to 220 because of the Kevin Briscoe thing. And then Carter White and Erica Roscoe. So that is how that sets up. Okay, we're set and ready to go.
Good.
So 160 is where things will start. Eddie Clark versus Larry Wagstaff. This seems like a matchup as old as time here in Evanston wrestling. This broadcast brought to you in part by Ellingford Brothers, your spot for cement, steel, and everything else. 199 County Road in Evanston. And by Rocky Mountain Yeti, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty. 100 Wasatch Road in Evanston. And by Dr. McKay Frankum. Dental care at reasonable rates for the whole family. Call 789-8910 for an appointment today. And by Evanston Parks and Recreation. Live your fit life today with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center, 275 Sow Ridge Road in Evanston. Right now, all of the wrestlers meeting at the center. I think the captains just met. The referees are ready to get this thing going. The fans are ready to get this thing going. And quite frankly, Jason, I am too.
Absolutely, yep.
So the Red Devils taking on the Star Valley Braves. 2 minutes on the clock as we will get ready for the first match. And it says 160 up on the scoreboard, so that'll be Stephen Dick for Evanston and Zachary Patterson for Star Valley.
A lot of pressure for a freshman. I know Stevens probably has some butterflies going right now. He's got a kind of a big mountain to climb here. He's going to have to come out on fire.
And he'll definitely have a mountain to climb. Zachary Patterson, number 4 in 3A. ELAN OLLIFF and Jason Mitchell bringing you the action live from Evanston Gymnasium. So Patterson, number 4, and Stephen Dick. They shake hands, and we are finally ready to start. Both wrestlers in the neutral position, just kind of feeling each other out. But there's an attempted takedown there by Patterson as he grabbed the arm and swung around. But Dick said, nuh-uh. Right now, still in the neutral position. It looks like they're trying to feel him out, but it looked like Steven went for a takedown, but Patterson was able to defend that off. Oh, down on the ground goes Patterson after a throwdown by Dick. No points there. Still just trying to feel each other out, it looks like.
Yeah, Steven's got to keep those arms in on that shot. He's shooting with his arms out and pretty easy to block.
Right now, Stephen Dick, it looks like he's going to get the takedown. He has him on the belly. Nope, no points awarded quite yet as Steven you can tell he's really trying to do this.
Get his hips up. Try to get a power half in there and get those hips up, get on top, 2 points.
Only thing he just got the 2 points, it looks like, as the referee signals the 2. So Stephen Dick currently on top, but it looks like there's a reversal there. No, they awarded the 2 points to Patterson. He leads the match 2-0, 55 seconds left in the first round. Patterson on top of Dick right now, trying to assert his dominance here. It's 2-0 Patterson in the first round. Steven trying to get that escape as he's trying to break away, but it looks like he's in trouble, kind of in a cradle position, I believe.
It is near side cradle.
This is bad news because this is where Patterson can completely drive all of his weight and all of his strength down on Dick and pin those shoulders, but it looks like Dick is going to figure out a way to get out of that. And it looks like he's trying to get the reversal. I don't know if he finished it off yet. They haven't awarded points yet.
Squeeze!
17 seconds left to go. Steven trying to get out of there.
He's got to squeeze him, but just pull him back to the middle. Pull him back to the middle.
He's got the new near fall points. He gets the reversal as well.
Steven, stay in bounds.
3.6 points, 3.6 seconds left to go, and it's 5-4 Steven to start this one out.
Attaboy.
The freshman.
And he is strong. He's that kid that can catch anybody.
I think that he caught Patterson off guard.
Absolutely.
I mean, you think Patterson, a ranked wrestler in the state, and the freshman's taking it to him. Coach Wagstaff did tell me it's really important that they get off to a fast start, and right now Steven doing exactly that, leading 5-4 after the first round.
That was a beautiful start for Steven. I thought he was in trouble.
When he was in that cradle, it looked like he was going to go down.
He's a fighter. He's that kid. He won't quit on you.
Looks like Patterson won the coin toss, so he will opt to go on top. So he'll start the second round. Steven on the bottom trying to drive him down. He's immediately goes to his belly, trying to deny him any chance to roll him over. And Patterson really working all of his body weight, trying to get Steven over, but Steven looks as heavy as a boulder now.
He's got a knee slide up and get off his belly. Belly is a bad place to be.
Right now, Steven just looks like he's kind of biding his time. waiting to get there, still on his belly around the center circle here at Evanston Gymnasium.
Can't give that arm up.
Right now, really trying to keep that arm tucked in, as you say. 1:25 remaining in the second round. 5-4, Stephen leads it for Evanston. Tell you what, this would be a huge momentum shifter if Stephen can come out with a victory or a narrow loss.
Right.
A narrow loss would be big. Right now, Patterson really trying to drive him away. Stephen almost gets to his feet, but he gets out of bounds. Nope, there's near fall points being collected there.
He still has 2 points of contact inside the circle, so they don't call it out of bounds.
Good to know. So 2 near fall points coming to Patterson. He now takes the lead 6-5. Great match we got going on to kick this one off.
Yeah, Stephen's got to pick his head up and not go down to his belly.
57 seconds left in the second round.
We need some points here. Stephen has to end with points.
Patterson trying to drive Stephen into the mat. Stephen on his belly, trying not to give up anything, keeping his arms down into his body, but Patterson looks like he's trying to roll him over. Now he's got his right arm hooked under Stephen's right arm. Stephen on his belly. I think Patterson has the power position, but Stephen goes to his feet trying to get the escape. Patterson pushes him right down. Patterson still driving forward, putting all of his body weight down to get Stephen to roll over as he is bellied out right now. And it looks like Stephen is just...
Look away. Can't look into that half or he's in trouble. He's got to look away. Build that base and look away.
Stephen trying to get to his base, and it looks like Patterson rolls him over. He's flying on top of him, and there's the fall. So Patterson wins by fall with 10.5 seconds left, and that makes it 6-0 Star Valley. So it started off, but I tell you what, Stephen had a great first round. It almost looks like he ran out of gas. He went too hard, too fast on that adrenaline in the first.
Yeah, I thought we were going to steal one there.
Well, this is one where we get it, where I think we should get it. Rigdon Wagstaff versus Carson Vanderburg. Rigdon number 6 in the 4A, Vanderburg number 7. Right now, Rigdon and Vanderburg just kind of feeling each other out in the center circle. Rigdon kind of waiting for his opportunity to strike, but so too is Vanderburg.
And Rigdon is a patient wrestler. He doesn't do a lot of dumb things.
He almost has a computer for a brain as he goes for the takedown, one-leg takedown on the right side, but Vanderburg works that one out. Now he's trying to drive Rigdon down. Rigdon swings him all the way down and gets the first 2 takedown points. Wagstaff leads it 2-0, 1:23 left in the first, and he has got the dominant position. It looks like he's got full control
Try to get a tilt
of Vanderburg right here. Rolling around with him, trying to get him to...
He's trying to work that tilt so he can get some back points. Not working for a pin there, just trying to...
So when you say a tilt, what exactly are you saying?
Has that arm trapped right there. He's just trying to expose his shoulders and, and try to get a 2 count.
So trying to get him on his back and trying to get some more points from this.
Right.
Right now, it really does look like it's all Rigdon Wagstaff. He has had control of this from the get-go, from the time he got that takedown. 170, Rigdon Wagstaff trying to get Evanston a little bit closer. It's only 6-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 34 seconds left and counting in the first round. And Rigdon, you got to think he's going to get a little bit more before this round is over.
He's trying to build that half right there. And
there he goes. Got it. There, now he's got him on his back nut. He's got one shoulder. Don't know if he'll get the second one quite yet. Referee on the ground watching. We'll see what happens. They haven't begun to count it out yet.
He's got to settle back, get chest to chest. He got his back points.
Right now.
Now he works the pin. There it is.
There it is. Rigdon Wagstaff wins it. Fall with 7.3 seconds left in the first. So a first round knockout makes it 6-6.
Very nice.
So Rigdon Wagstaff collects it. Nobody wrestling at 182 as they move David Walker down up to 185. Right. He'll take on Mason Erickson. Walker number 2 in 3A at 182. Erickson number 7 in his home division. So he's given up about 7 pounds to Erickson. Walker tried to go for the takedown immediately, but Erickson was not having it.
Hopefully Mason can build on some of that energy that Rigdon just created.
Right now, both wrestlers on their feet on the center circle on EHS. One leg takedown attempt by, I think that was Walker. And now he's got on top of Mason. 2-0 after the takedown by Walker. Right now, it looks like Walker's trying to get to the outside to get a reset here. He does not like the position he's in. He's got 3 points of contact outside the circle. There's the fourth. So is that a little bit of strategy coming into play where you work your way outside the circle so you can kind of get a chance to reset because you made a mistake and you know it? Or?
Yeah, usually when you're on top there, you kind of want to work and you want to stay in there. You don't want to give a guy a fresh start there if you can help it. So usually try to work the guy back to the center.
Walker on top of Mason Erickson. Mason bellying out, trying to keep his back from going nowhere near the mat, but the more he is there, the more danger he's in. Yeah. Tucking that left arm in and a complete flip over there by Walker, trying to roll him onto his back, but Mason trying to be as heavy as possible. Walker trying to drive him to the right, trying to roll him to the right as Walker still has Mason on his belly. And Mason grabs that left arm, trying to keep it away from Walker.
Fighting hands, that's good. Now he's got to just keep that head up and work up.
35 seconds remaining in the first round, and you got to think that Evanston doesn't want to give up the fall in this match.
Not at all.
Good defense right now by Mason. Trying to just bide his time. 18 seconds left at this point. Do you try for something, or do you just do everything you can to hang in there?
You always want to end a period on top. You always want to end with points. So Mason right now has 8 seconds. He should be going like a madman, trying to finish with a flurry and finish with points here.
Mason trying to get to the outside as the first ends. It's 2-0. Walker.
It's Mason's choice. He deferred.
So that means we'll see.
And so Star Valley chose neutral. And that's smart. They got the first takedown.
Go again.
He felt that was a pretty easy takedown. They couldn't really turn him.
Just a reminder, Walker going up 7 pounds from his usual weight class. So that is impressive.
Probably don't want to go underneath him because he is smaller. So neutral's a pretty smart choice.
Walker goes for the one leg takedown. Mason grabbing on with everything he's worth and gets that leg back to the ground. And then there's the takedown by Walker as he takes him down right on the left side. Now he's collecting near fall points. It's 4-0.
He's got to fight that arm through. And here he has to know where he's at and get out of bounds.
Trying to work his way back out.
There we go.
And Mace listening for it, trying to get it. Looks like they're going to award him 3 near fall points. It's 7-0. Walker, the lighter of the two. He's given up about 7 pounds to come wrestle Mason Erickson. But that just shows you the strength of the Star Valley team.
Certainly.
Mason Erickson trying to get to the outside circle. It really does seem like he's in a position where...
And there's that tilt.
Yep, he tried to cradle him.
So he just had that arm. He just tried to put him up on a tilt and expose the shoulders and try to get back points right there.
So Mason does get the out of bounds. He'll now go on the bottom. And you got to think that Mason may like his chances on the bottom because he does outweigh him.
Well, I think Mason probably wants to get on top and kind of use that weight to his advantage.
As Mason immediately gets his face or to his feet and drives out of bounds.
Now he's moving. That's the movement we need out of him.
7-0. He's got a large hole to crawl out of. You got to think that it's time to start making up on that deficit. Walker on top of Mason at the restart. Mason bellies out as Walker is trying to roll him to his right to start collecting points.
So he's got an arm bar, and he's just going to try to walk around his head.
And that's exactly what he does as he goes over, and Mason Erickson is pinned with 38.3 seconds left by Alan Walker in the second. Makes it 12-6 Star Valley. And now we go Regan Hoggett versus Trent Clark. Possibly some blood on the mat.
Trent, like I said, he won. He took first to the Ronthon. He's ranked _1 in the state, and he's a solid wrestler.
This broadcast brought to you by Bear River Dental, gentle dental care for patients of all ages. Visit bearriverdental.com. and by The Littlest Woodshop, the website for the craft lover in your life. Visit thelittlestwoodshop.com. They shake hands, and away we go. Trent Clark versus Regan Hoggett. Hoggett for Evanston, Clark for Star Valley. You mentioned he won the Ron Thon, so he is definitely a great athlete as he goes for the takedown on Regan. Regan able to get the escape, actually, so...
Kind of let him up. I think we're just kind of toying with this right here. Probably just take us down and let us up.
So they will give the takedown to Clark, but they give the escape to Hoggett. It's 2-1 Clark. Right now, though, Regan trying to get some points here as he's got a hold of Clark, trying to drive him down, but Clark gets away. They won't. I don't know if they'll give him the escape for that because there really wasn't anything there. They're just kind of battling for position right now as both still on their feet. One leg attempted takedown there by Clark, but Regan's able to work out of it.
Rigdon's actually looking pretty solid on his feet. I'm impressed. He's kind of gave that up, but
Regan trying to get out of bounds as he's now given up the advantage position. Works to his feet, walks out of bounds.
And Clark let him go again. So
and that they're going to give him an escape point. So it's 4-2 Clark. Regan trying to cut that gap down. I think it'd be a success if he can last 3 rounds. That way, if they do lose it, Star Valley isn't going to go up by another 6 points.
Certainly.
Hoggett and Clark in the center. 27.6 seconds left and counting. Now Clark takes Hoggett down to the ground. He gets the takedown. Hoggett now goes to the ground. Clark going for the right arm, trying to roll him to his right to collect those near fall points. And right now, Hoggett with 8 seconds left, going on his belly, looking heavy as a stone, not going to let it happen. 2 seconds left. That's going to do it. Excuse me, little hiccup there. 6-2 the score after 1 with Trent Clark of Star Valley leading it. Going into the second round, this broadcast brought to you in part by Arrowhead Dental, a better dental experience. 50 Arrowhead Drive. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com. Here we go in the third, and both starting on their feet as Hoggett tried to drive Clark to the ground, and he got him to the ground and immediately lost possession, and they're going to give two takedown points to Clark.
Reversal.
Oh, reversal, excuse me.
Yeah. Now he's working that crossface. This is kind of typical Star Valley right here. They go that crossface cradle is what they're going for, and they can't get you there. They'll hit you with a Turk, or they'll just kind of barbed wire you over.
And a cradle is where they're able to roll you on your back and kind of rock you around like a cradle, use your own body weight against you. For those that are not familiar with it, right now Clark has Regan's left arm behind his back, trying to roll him to his right. And right now it looks like Clark has got the dominant position and is really having his way at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. He's kind of toying with us here.
Regan trying to get to the outside. It really just needs that right knee to go out of bounds, and there it goes. So he's able to get out of bounds, stop things with 56.5 seconds left. Right now he is down by 6, so that would be a major decision, I believe.
No.
Or
8.
no.
8.
8. That's right.
8,
so
8
it would be only
points.
3 points in the duel
right.
if he can keep this right here. But now he rolls him to his back, going to collect the points.
Yeah,
Instead, he'll get the fall.
Yeah, Star Valley's going to want the 6 points.
So Trent Clark wins by fall with 44.3 seconds left and extend their lead 18-6. This is where Evanston can collect some points. Eric Orozco, number 3 in the heavyweight division for 4A, taking on Carter White. He's actually the JV wrestler in the heavyweight division for Star Valley.
Right.
So this is a chance for Evanston to cut that gap down to 6 if they can.
You know, Star Valley's maybe just trying to give this kid some experience so he can go into state and make some noises. They're number 2 heavyweight.
Exactly. Right now they're both on the center circle, feeling each other out. Eric Orozco versus Carter White. Eric, number 3 in 4A, so he's got high expectations for the season.
the team really needs a six-point pin here from Eric. He needs to work like crazy to try to get us 6 points.
Right now, both still on their feet as White went for the one leg takedown, goes for another one, but Eric quickly to move back. It really does. The impression I'm getting right now is Eric is kind of being patient and waiting for him to tire out.
Yeah. You know those big guys, you don't want to get underneath one of those big guys. They squash you pretty good.
Right now, Eric Orozco and White with a minute left, still on their feet, waiting to collect that first point. Carter White for Star Valley, Eric Orozco for Evanston. Both trying to go for the takedown. White tries to go for the takedown, and it didn't work out very well as Eric immediately takes him down to the ground and gets the fall with 52.2 seconds left in the first round. And that is exactly what Evanston needed. Cut the gap to 6. It's now 12-18. Star Valley leads, and now we go to the lighter divisions. Walker Wilson, Bo Simpson. And you know what? I'm looking down at this 113 match. This Brandon Van Giesen, Jacob Guild at 113 could be huge, depending on how Walker Wilson, Bo Simpson. Neither one of these two guys ranked.
This match could go either way. I know talking to the dad, last time these two met was when they were in the 5th grade over Rich County.
Wilson for Evanston. Simpson for Star Valley. Simpson immediately picks up Wilson, gets the takedown. That's 2 points for Star Valley's Simpson. Right now, Walker Wilson, working to his belly, trying not to give up that rollover.
There's that crossface. They go right to that crossface to that elbow and try to run that cradle on you.
Simpson definitely on top right now, trying to roll Walker Wilson for Evanston over. But as you mentioned, this one could go either way, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
He's got one leg trying to get into that cradle like you were talking about.
Right now, you just got to fight hands. Don't let him lock those hands up.
Right now, Bo Simpson.
Fight hands.
With Star Valley on top, leads it 2-0 with 1:07 and counting left in the first round.
Good.
Right, and Walker Wilson trying to work to his feet. If he can get out of this, that would reset things really well for Evanston. As he's on his belly, he's really trying to make it difficult for Simpson to get into any cradle. We've seen Bo try to do that about 3 or 4 times now. And Wilson has been able to resist it. He's now up to his knees. Now he's got the leg trying to go for the cradle, but he gets him out of bounds. Maybe not aware of his position on the mat a little bit as he had the cradle finally, but
working back towards center,
as soon as he got him over, he crossed over that outside ring.
Right.
37.3 seconds left in the round. And Simpson on top immediately drives Walker Wilson down to the ground. Walker on his belly, trying to work his way back to his feet. There's the grab for the left leg by Bo for Star Valley. We're trying to roll him over, but tell you what, Walker's doing a good job holding it, holding strong. 14 more seconds left here in the first round.
Just got to shake those hands. Don't let him lock that up.
9 seconds left. It's going to be close right here. If Walker can stay on his belly, I think he's going to do it. 3 seconds left on his belly. Simpson running out of time with a second, and it's going to be 2-0.
Attaboy.
Bo Simpson after one. So Walker Wilson does what he needs to do there, so we'll see.
Star Valley defers. Walker's going to go on top here and go for a pin.
So Walker, if he can get the pin, that would be huge. It would tie it up. 18-12. All the forfeits are gone. There was no forfeit, actually, because they bumped their 182 guy up to 195, and he got the fall in the second round. So this is going to be a fair and square job. Right now, Walker Wilson on top of Bo Simpson, trying to drive him to the ground. Bo works his way to his feet. Walker's not going to let him, and he should collect some fall points right here, trying to get him over. There's 1 second. There's 2, so he should get a few.
There's 2 points.
So that's going to tie it up as Walker Wilson
nice tilt
gets it for 2 near fall points. He's still on top. Bo Simpson now on his belly, trying to work his way to his feet, but Walker driving down on top of him.
Good pressure.
Into the mat, really trying to tire him out before he goes for the kill. So Star Valley likes to go for that cradle. What does Evanston traditionally do for the knockout blow?
You know, Evanston's kind of always been a half team. We kind of run that. We'd like to run that power, just half Nelson.
And right there, we just saw Bo Simpson try to work out for an escape, and Walker Wilson took him right back down to the ground. Not a takedown as he didn't lose it. Now he continues to drive him down to the ground. Bo Simpson tried to sit out of it. Now he goes up to his feet, but Walker still a firm grip around him. 45 seconds left in the second round. This one could go all the way down to the wire if it stays
tilt
this.
From here, tilt him.
And there he goes, puts him down on the ground. He's going to take the lead right here.
That's
Walker Wilson collects 2 more points. We haven't seen it on the scoreboard or from the referee yet. Right now, Bo Simpson on his belly. Scoreboard still shows tie at 2. 22 seconds left. Walker for Evanston has flipped the tables here in the second round. He's tied it up. It's 2-2. 10 seconds left in the second round. He's trying to do everything he can to collect points coming out of this one. We saw the referee start to count. Maybe he didn't quite get there.
Well, we have the same move on, so we'll get the 2 points now.
There's the 2 points. So how did he get those 2 points there to take the lead for Walker Wilson?
With a tilt. So he tilted him and got 2 back points. So he got 1,001, 1,002.
So he puts him on his back for 2 seconds.
So 2 really nice tilts there.
4-2, Walker Wilson heading into the second round. 2 minutes on the clock, and we'll see what happens. This broadcast brought to you in part by Plains Tire. Tires, oil changes, and brakes. Serving Wyoming since 1941. 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. And by Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence. All right.
And Star Valley chose neutral. They got the first takedown, so it makes sense they want to go back there. Thinking they get another easy takedown. Hopefully Walker has something to say about that.
Right now, Evanston and for Walker for Evanston, Simpson for Star Valley, both still on their feet. Right. Oh, the good attempted job there by Simpson. He tried to go for the takedown as he puts Walker down on all fours, but now he gets out of bounds.
Kind of had him in that front headlock, trying to work that front headlock, then spin around and get points behind. Wasn't able to.
4-2 still the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
There's that single leg again. There's 2.
Right now.
So now we got a minute to work up and get a point here.
Star Valley. Bo Simpson currently on top of Walker Wilson. He's trying to work him onto the ground. An escape here would do it. Our reversal. Bo trying to work to his feet, Simpson or Walker trying to work to his feet. Simpson going for that cradle like you've been talking about all night.
Yep, it's kind of Star Valley's go-to. Right now he can still get out of this. We're in pretty good shape.
Still on his belly.
Right there. Just can't let him lock that up. Got to keep chasing hips.
37 seconds
Step
left.
over, there we go.
That might be the point. Oh, and he's got a good job there. 2 points for Walker Wilson for Evanston.
Now Walker needs to hang on. If anything, give him 1 point, not 2. You cannot let him get a reversal right here. If anything,
20 seconds left.
Pressure,
it's going to be close. Take it away, Jason Mitchell.
Right now, he's just holding in there. Walker's going to hold tight. He just has a nice grip on the guy. Give him 1, not 2. So he's going to follow him. If the guy starts to get away, he'll let him go and let him have the 1 point.
6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3,
yes.
2,
yes,
1.
Yes. Attaboy.
Evanston is going to get the victory.
Well done, Walker. Attaboy.
He's going to win it.
Beautiful.
6-4, so that is three dual points, I believe.
Yes.
So that'll make it 15-18. And now this Brandon Van Giesen, Jacob Guild matchup looms large.
This is the one you were looking for.
This is huge.
Here
Evanston can do this. All right, Brandon Van Giesen versus Jacob Guild. Guild number 2 in 3A, Van Giesen number 3 in 4A. Both on their feet. Here we go.
Guild was 4th place at the Ronthon. Van Giesen was 6th place at the Ronthon. In the same bracket. They never saw each other.
This is going to be – this could be the match of the night. Right now, Evanston has all the momentum after that great victory by Walker Wilson.
Beautiful win. Beautiful win.
That might be your win of the night.
Absolutely. At this point.
Things are –
that was huge.
Right now on their feet, both Van Giesen and Guild. Both of them seem like very patient. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, smart kids.
Good.
Van Giesen was a nice transfer from Green River. He was a good kid to get.
Right leg takedown attempt by Gield.
Get down.
And there he gets the takedown for 2 points.
He's got to just build that base because right now he's on his belly. He's got to get that head off the mat. He's got to build a base, get up, keep fighting hands.
Gield.
Head up, fight hands. Now he's got to go, just explode. Get out of there.
Gield on top of Van Giesen right now, so he's got the advantage. Van Giesen can work his way out. It's 2-0 Gield for Star Valley.
Gild's just content to sit there in that crab ride for right now and ride this out for the last and the period ahead. Van Giesen's got to score. Like I said, every wrestler's goal is to end the period on top.
30 seconds left in the first round.
So we kind of need a fury right here. He's got to build up and just explode up, fight hands and stand up.
If he can get an escape, that would be huge. 18 seconds left.
Absolutely. Finish with points.
Right now, Gield still on top, still driving him forward. 10 seconds left. It's going to be difficult right now for Van Giesen to get out of this.
Yeah, and Gield has a nice crab ride. He's a strong kid going for a tilt here. Almost backfired.
No additional points there, it looks like. No. So 2-0 Gield, so it's still very much within reach if you're Van Giesen, especially with him starting on top.
Absolutely. Looks like Star Valley chose down there.
Maybe going for what they thought they could get an escape early to get this one going. Van Giesen has Gield on his belly right now.
Well, now we're going with that cross face, giving Star Valley a little taste of their own medicine, but you stood up and faced him. That's the defense for it.
Escape for Gield as he does get to his feet and back to the neutral position. So it's 3-0 Gield for Star Valley. Points at a premium in this one.
Absolutely. Yeah, Van Giesen's got to find some offense here. Good motion, set up a takedown. Fight for that inside control.
Evanston trails in the duel by only 3 points. Coach Mitchell, is this closer in the duel score at this point than you thought it would be?
I have to admit it is. Yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at right now. We have a real shot at getting some points here. We got to take advantage of it, though.
Right now, Gield.
Scramble through.
Gield going for the one-leg takedown. Van Giesen still on his feet, refusing to give it to him.
Oh. So Van Giesen had a little whizzer in there, and he was riding it nicely and had a front three-quarter, just couldn't score before they went out of bounds.
3-0 Gield with 46 seconds left in the second. Both on their feet and just kind of messing with each other right now.
Again, Brandon's got to create some motion here. He's got to move, circle, set up a shot.
I gotta say, Jason, this is riveting right here. This is such a good competition.
It is. It is. We just kind of have a little window here. We need to get after it.
Both wrestlers still on their feet. 3-0 with 14 seconds left. Gield tried to go down for the takedown, but Van Giesen's on his feet.
He's got that whizzer in there. He's going to hip into it. Stay safe. We're okay.
7 seconds remaining in the round. 2 seconds, and it's going to end 3-0 Gield. Wow. So he only picks up 1 point in that one, but so Van Giesen's got some work to do in the second.
Evanston's choice. We chose down. He rode us pretty well that first period when he got on top of us. So Van Giesen's going to have to, again, create some motion down there on bottom, get his head off the mat and wrestle.
Gield driving him down
there we go.
To the mat. Van
Fight
Giesen works to his feet.
Fight
Can
hands.
He get out? He's out.
Boy.
There's the point.
Good.
Escape. An escape for Van Giesen. It's 3-1.
3-1. Brandon's looking a little more aggressive now. He's kind of, maybe he was waiting for this third period to kind of get after it.
Number 2 wrestler in 3A, Jacob Gield. Number 3 in 4A, Brandon Van Giesen.
But Brandon's going to have to take it after him. Gield has the lead. He doesn't have to do anything dumb here. So he's going to be pretty conservative. Brandon's going to have to set up a shot and go.
Both wrestlers still on their feet in neutral position. 1:14 remaining.
If nothing else, Brandon needs to attack and try to get a stalling call. Until he shoots, he can't even get a stalling call.
Brandon looks like he's trying to shoot for that
Little
one
bit.
leg
There you
takedown.
go.
There's the takedown attempt. All right,
crotch.
so it looked like Guild went for a one-leg takedown. Van Giesen was able to roll over on top, and now Guild is now back on top, driving him down. 5 points for Guild. It's 5-1. I think the only way Van Giesen can pull this off is he's got to go for the fall.
Yeah, so we got to go some kind of like Granby roll right here. He's got the arm hooked. He's going to go into a Granby roll.
Guild on top of Van Giesen right now. It's a
try to get a 5-point roll here.
4-point match right now. And he's going to get out. That's an escape point for Van Giesen. 5-2.
And Guild gladly gave him that 1 point as opposed to 2.
19 seconds left in the third.
So now it's desperation time. Try to throw, headlock, over under. He's got to try to launch something here.
10 seconds left. It's going to be close. He tries to go for the one-leg takedown. Guild.
Throw something. Throw it.
5 seconds left. Van Giesen in trouble. He's got the one leg, and that's it.
Too late.
It looks like he got the move down on the ground to get the points, but he does it after the buzzer.
Too little, too late.
What was the final score of that? I think it was 5-1.
Yeah.
So 5-1, so that means it'll make it
5-2.
excuse me. So that's a 3-point, so that's only 3 more additional points.
Yeah.
So 21-15, Jackson Moore versus Waylon Nelson. Jackson, number 4 in 4A. Waylon, number 3 in 3A.
Yep. You know, this is a spot where Jackson can really make some noise here.
Well, we've talked about him all season. Coach Wagstaff feels he's one of the current superstars and will be a superstar of Evanston wrestling for years to come, the sophomore.
Yeah, he's so quick.
Quick
and smart.
He had a disappointing Ron Thon.
Yeah, he kind of went in unhealthy. I think he was fighting some sickness and a little turf toe. So I think he's healthy now, and I think he's ready to make a run going into regionals and state. So this would be a great springboard into regionals and state with a pin here.
Jackson comes from a pretty athletic family. Of course, his sister Maggie Moore on the basketball team. Right now, Jackson in the middle gets thrown out of bounds by Nelson.
Well, they definitely get their athleticism from their mom, because if you ever hung around Steve, he's not overly athletic. Just kidding. Just teasing Steve there real quick. Come on, Jackson.
One leg takedown attempt there by Nelson. Jackson is able to fend it off. He's trying to work his way out. No takedown points as it's not a takedown as Jackson easily works back to his feet and out.
He's so quick. Now he needs to set up. He has a really nice sweep single here. Beautiful single leg. Just create some motion, get that guy moving.
There it is.
Kind of went in.
Tries to go for that single leg,
crotch.
right as you call it. He tries to go in for the single leg. Nelson trying to stay on top. Really looks like anyone's chance right here.
Absolutely.
No points awarded still. 27 seconds left in the first.
Yeah, and Jackson knows the importance of finishing with points, so he's going to, I would expect one more shot here from Jackson before the period ends.
Nelson took a shot at Jackson. Jackson was easily able to deflect it. 7 seconds left. Another attempt here from Nelson. Jackson able to stay on his belly, keeping it up, and he's
good boy. Had a nice fight.
Able to keep. So Nelson goes for the one-leg takedown. Jackson is on the ground. Nelson trying to walk around him. Jackson keeping in front of him, and he's able to keep it 0-0 heading in to the second.
Yep. So Star Valley's choice. Star Valley deferred. Evanston chose down here. So Jackson, he's good on the bottom. He has a nice switch. Very quick off the bottom.
No points on the board, so a reversal or an escape would give him the advantages. Points are, again, going to be really hard to come by in this one. 120, the weight we're wrestling at right now. No score. It's 21-15 in the duel. Star Valley leads. Right now, Jackson's still on the bottom, but trying to work his way out.
He's comfortable.
And he's almost he somersaults to get away from Nelson. And he gets the 1 point for the escape. So he's got the lead and the advantage.
He somersaulted right out of that. I hope he didn't kick himself in the face as he somersaulted out.
That was an interesting move there.
Yeah, he's pretty creative.
Whatever gets the job done.
Absolutely.
1-0 Jackson Moore for Evanston. Nelson trying to go for the one-leg takedown, but I'll tell you what, Jackson seems to be very comfortable having his number on that one-leg takedown.
Absolutely, very quick. He blocks that shot very nicely.
So you see Nelson just kind of grabbing his head. Is that kind of just to kind of
bring Jackson down to his level? Jackson has a little height advantage there, and he's trying to he's hoping that Jackson will pop his head up, then he can shoot his shot. But Jackson's pretty smart. He's not going to.
It seems to me that Jackson is content with a 1-point lead coming out of this one with how hard points have been.
Right. He might be, but I know his coaches would love more.
50.4 seconds remaining.
I know we'd all love to see a pin here.
It would be huge. It would tie the match up.
Absolutely.
Going for the one-leg takedown is Nelson. Jackson again kicks out of it.
Just can't quite spin around and get those points. Jackson can't. So he needs to.
Is Jackson's height an advantage on how he's able to kick out of that one-leg takedown that Nelson keeps trying to put on him?
He's able to block that shot and kind of use some leverage there.
There's another attempt for the one-leg takedown for Nelson, trying to roll Jackson over.
Nelson's pretty deep on that. Oh, Jackson.
And Jackson now going to give up near fall points. He's in trouble.
He's got to punch that arm through his belly.
2 near fall points awarded to Nelson. 3, so they award him 3 more, so it's now 5-1 with 6 seconds left. 5 seconds in the second. Jackson on his belly, trying to work out of it. 5-1.
Yep.
Waylon Nelson.
Star Valley has a choice here. They're going to go neutral.
They don't like their chances with Jackson on top.
They don't want to go underneath him and give that pin up. So right now, they've had the advantage on their feet, and they went back to.
But Jackson does have the only escape of the match as well. So you got to think Jackson likes that as well. But then again, that's only 1 point when you're up by 4.
Right. Jackson's running out of time. Kind of a sense of urgency here. He needs to start pushing this kid.
Jackson Moore versus Waylon Nelson.
Trying to slide that by, get around behind, Jax.
Jackson able to get out of that. They're not going to award an escape point for it, as it wasn't technically an escape. Jackson needs something explosive here. 80 seconds left as they'll go out of bounds. Waylon Nelson went for the one-leg takedown and pushed him out of bounds. 1:11 left here in the third round. Jackson Moore down by 4.
They're going to take down some back points here, and he's running out of time. He's got to get moving.
Waylon Nelson trying to go for the
Jackson
takedown.
score from here.
Jackson going for that leg forward, trying to get them a taste of their own medicine, like you mentioned earlier.
Right here, you score off that. Step over, a little chin whip, step. Now he's spinning around behind, get points.
Jackson Moore has him on his belly, walking around him. Now he's squarely on top. 47 seconds left. He's got 2 more points. He's down by 2. 5-3 with 43 seconds left. 40 seconds left. Jackson Moore still on top. Down by 2.
Jackson's got to turn him.
33 seconds left. Plenty of time.
Pressure forward, break him.
Jackson Moore going for
looking for that tilt.
Arm gets out of bounds. 26.1 seconds left.
Jackson's looking for a 2-point tilt there, trying to work that arm and get him to his back for some back points. Plenty of time for Jackson here. He's okay.
26.1 seconds left. Jackson Moore.
Break him down, pressure to his belly, and then we can turn this kid and get some back points.
Trying to show patience here all match, and now it's time to go. Jackson Moore.
He's got the arm.
Center.
Work that tilt.
Center of the mat. Trying to roll him over.
He's got it locked up. Now he's got to go hip to hip. Just keep that tight.
10 seconds left. It's going to be close. 6, 5,
Come on, Jax.
4, 3. I don't think he's going to do it.
No.
1 second left, and Jackson Moore is going to lose it by 2 points, but he put an amazing effort in there in the third round. So that'll make it 24-15. Still plenty of matches left for Evanston.
Plenty of matches left, yep.
Including this next one, Logan Elson versus Spencer Larson. This is another one that looks like that Walker Wilson-Bo Simpson matchup. This broadcast brought to you in part by Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. 236 Harrison Drive in Evanston.
I tell you what, Logan, he's a strong kid, and he can wrestle. He can pin anybody. He's one of those kids that's never out of a match.
He'll be taking on Spencer Larson. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more matches left to go in this one. Both wrestlers still on their feet, just trying to feel each other out. As
got that whizzer.
Larson went for the one-leg takedown, drove him out of bounds. Starting in the neutral position again.
Nice little ankle pick there. Wow, that was pretty.
Larson now on top of Wilson, picks him up, slams him to the mat. Trying to get that left arm to try to roll him over.
Yep. You can see he's working for that crossface again. He's kind of, Logan did a pretty good job of catching his hand right away. So now he's working up, fight hands.
Spencer Larson for Star Valley currently on top 2-0 here in the first round.
Take that arm, post on the other side of his head, and stand up from right there. Logan has control of that arm. Just get it to the other side of his head and stand up. Just got to get his head up and go. Keep fighting hands.
Larson on top. Trying to go forward. Drives him to the outside circle. 126, the weight division we're in right now.
Going out of bounds was good for Logan right there. And we have 30 seconds. We can score from here.
2-0. Spencer Larson for Star Valley in the 126 match. Larson on top.
Kind of work that arm bar in there. Logan's going to get that arm back.
Larson still on top, has control of the left arm. Not where he wants to be.
He has an arm bar, has a half. Yeah, the kid's in pretty good shape on top.
Larson now walking around him, pushing him down. He's going to collect some near fall points here.
Not quite.
No, we only got one
one
count. Now he takes him to the back.
2 points.
He'll collect 2 points and make it 4-0 after the first round.
Like Logan was worried about that cradle, and he kind of gave that arm bar up. He was not in very good position on bottom there. He's got a little more motion.
That cradle has been the way that Star Valley has taken a 24-15 lead.
Certainly.
They won with falls in the 2 of the first 3 matches because of it.
Nope.
1:54 left in the second, excuse me. Larson starts on the bottom for Star Valley. Logan Elson on top. They go out of bounds. We'll redo it again.
Logan's got to break him down to his belly right there. He's letting him get too much motion. He's got to hit a quick breakdown right here. So that's the second false start now on Star Valley.
So will that result in a point if he gives up another one?
No, he'll get another, and then they will.
So
again, going for that tilt.
Elson trying to roll him onto his back, but Larson just goes
strong.
right to his belly.
Didn't have it very tight. His hips were too far away. You got to get in there tight, hip to hip. Now he's trying a little Granby, trying to roll him here.
Elson
he got it.
Elson's.
So that's a 2-point reversal right there. Now Star Valley's getting back points to that Granby.
6 points for Spencer Larson.
8. You got 2.
Now they just got him 2 more, so now it's 8. So a big lead here for Star Valley in this one. And they got to be thinking about the technical fall with 8 points with 1 minute 11 left in the second.
And that's that major decision now, that 8-point difference. So Logan's got to
cut that deficit.
Cut that deficit so we don't give up more.
He's in the cradle. He's in trouble. Right now, Logan Elson in Spencer Larson's cradle, and he gets the fall at 57.1 seconds left. Logan Elson falls to Spencer Larson. Fall with 54 seconds left in the second.
Darn it, that hurt.
And that extends the lead to 15. Still 4 matches left to go, including Quentin Elmer for Evanston taking on Joseph Thompson, the number 4 wrestler in 3A for Star Valley.
Yeah, Quentin, sophomore here, he shows some nice things. He does some things really well, but he is young.
We'll see what he does against one of the best wrestlers in the state in this weight division, the 132 weight division, as we are working our way down the classes. We started at 160. 4 matches left. Takedown awarded to Star Valley's Joseph Thompson as he took a one-leg move, just took him down to the ground. Right now,
another tilt.
Elmer trying to belly out right now.
Didn't give up points. That was good.
And able to get down to his belly, make his core, his body as heavy as possible.
And Star Valley just has that cross wrist ride, kind of trying to break him down here and roll him over and get some cheap tilt points.
He's got a hold of his left arm.
And then he went right to the crossface there, so they're going back to the crossface.
Joseph Thompson on top has Quentin Elmer's left arm trying to pull him to the left, but
looking for that crossface cradle again.
Elmer works to out of bounds, and they'll reset with 53.7 seconds left in the first. Thompson on top after the reset. Elmer goes to his belly, and there's the cradle attempt there, and now he's in trouble. That cradle that we've seen all night, but he's somehow, some way able to work to his belly. He's worked to, Elmer's on his feet trying to get the escape.
They have an over-under here. Someone's looking for a throw. They're kind of set up.
And they're out of bounds.
Yeah, in Star Valley, they run that crossface cradle, and they get that crossface, they can't cradle you. Then they'll just either turk that over or barbed wire it over.
Rocking the baby to sleep for the night is probably how they look at it. One leg attempted takedown by Thompson for Star Valley. Right now, Elmer doing everything he can to keep himself from being taken down, but he will go down 4-1 with 9.8 seconds left in the first. And right now, you get the feeling that Joseph Thompson for Star Valley has this in complete control.
You know, it doesn't look like a 4-1 match right now. He's definitely dominating. Quentin needs to, he's only down, well.
There's more near fall points for Thompson right out of
2 more back points, yeah.
The restart.
They kind of run that cross wrist ride, and and if you belly down too hard, they come back with the cross face right into that cross face cradle.
4-1 after, or 6-1 after the first round. Joseph Thompson leads it for Star Valley. So I didn't see who deferred there, who chose, but Star Valley on the bottom to start this one. Elmer, with his arms around Thompson, tries to drive him to the ground, but Thompson redirects it out of bounds. So we'll restart with 6 seconds into the second round. Thompson immediately goes to his feet, looking for the escape, trying to stay in bounds because he doesn't want to restart, and he goes out of bounds.
Escape.
But they'll give him the escape.
So we're back to neutral.
7-1. Quentin Elmer for Evanston trails Joseph Thompson for Star Valley, the number 4 in the 132 weight class in 3A.
Another takedown.
Now he's up 9-1, so they're thinking about the major decision as well.
And knowing Star Valley, they want a pin.
And
they're not satisfied with just a major usually. Most teams aren't.
Thompson has his leg wrapped around the leg of Elmer, looking for that cradle.
It's a good fight, Quentin.
No, there's a reverse there.
Not quite a reversal,
not quite.
He got out. He's safe. He's set up for one, though.
Right now, Elmer trying to
get his leg away. Trying to crossface, take his leg away.
Quentin Elmer trying to get that reversal, but he couldn't finish it off before they go out of bounds. However,
Star Valley maintained control.
Joseph Thompson collects 2 near fall points right before that sequence of events. It's 12-1, big lead for Elmer with 50 seconds, for Thompson for Star Valley with 50 seconds left.
Now Quentin got a reverse.
Quentin's got him on his back.
Right,
this could be huge. He's collecting near fall points. The seconds continue to tick by. Is he gonna? He's going for the fall. 37 seconds left. 35, second round.
Oh, we got him.
And the fall. What a comeback. Quentin Elmer wins by fall with 32 seconds left in the second. He absolutely flipped the script there.
You know, that's why you never quit. You never give up, never say die.
30-21 Star Valley here, and now Kendall Cummings versus Braden Andrews, and this will be a very interesting matchup. Braden Andrews, number 1 in the state in 3A at 132. So he's coming up 6 pounds to take on Kendall Cummings, who is a top 2 wrestler in 4A.
Yep,
this could be a big opportunity for Evanston to get back into this one.
Yes, Evanston needs to take advantage right here.
Kendall Cummings versus Braden Andrews at 138.
Kendall needs to seize this opportunity and get Evanston right back in this thing.
We have 3 more matchups left. Takedown attempt by both wrestlers. No one's got a takedown quite yet, although Cummings looks to be in a little bit of difficulty, but
Star Valley sent that front headlock. Kendall got around, not a boy.
oh, there he goes, and now he's got the I don't know if that's a takedown or a reversal, but they're 2 points.
Takedown.
2 points for Kendall Cummings to start this one off as he is able to work his way into the position of dominance. He's now on top, and Braden Andrews, the #1 wrestler in the 3A at 132, trying to belly out of this one.
Kendall snapping back right there. Squeeze it. Hold on to him, kiddo.
Kendall trying to collect.
Try to go right over top. Collect it.
He's got near fall points. They're counting it down. This is going to stack
Kendall's
up
going
big
for 6 right
time.
here.
Oh, and it looked like he grabbed. Yep, that'll be an illegal head because he did. It looks like Kendall grabbed his headgear to try to pull him down. 3-1 the score after the penalty on Cummings. Kendall leads it for Evanston here at the 135 weight class.
Kendall had him in trouble right there. He was ready to put him away.
Kendall
See if we can get him back to that situation.
on top, driving Andrews down to the ground.
And Kendall's got a leg in. We're going to try to flatten him right here.
Kendall, one of the top 2 wrestlers, does a beautiful kind of slam down there, but Andrews does a good job keeping his body from going flat. Another slam. You think Kendall's got control of this one as he is able to kind of throw Andrews around.
Some points. Got 3 back points right there.
4-1 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 7 seconds left in the first. Kendall has the left arm trying to tilt him to his right. Walking around him.
So 3 more.
So
7-1.
7-1 will be the score heading into the second round. So
Star Valley chose top. They don't want to be underneath Kendall anymore. That was getting pretty close to a pin.
Kendall immediately tries to explode out of there. Like as soon as the whistle was blown, he immediately tried to jump up. But Andrews does a good job keeping him down.
Kendall just can't give him that arm. Trying to get his arm back. Kendall knows he's all right here, and they're trying to go for that crossface again. Kendall builds up nicely.
How much of this is a biding your time type situation for Kendall Cummings?
Quite a bit. Kendall's waiting for that little window of opportunity, and he knows when he knows he's not in trouble. So he's patient. He looks for that little window, and then he'll blow out of it.
But as we saw in the last match, these things can turn on a dime.
Oh,
It looked like Quentin Elmer was going to go down, and then all of a sudden pulls out the fall. And just as we say that, Kendall Cummings gets an escape. 8-1 Cummings for Evanston. 1:12 left in the second round of the 138 bout here at this duel.
Kendall's a pretty good thrower, too. This kid might not want to go stand up too much over under here with Kendall and push on him. Kendall will send him for a ride.
Evanston trying to work their way back into this. They're down by 9. 48 and counting left in the second round here at 138 weight class. Kendall Cummings leads it 8-1 over Star Valley's Cale Johnson.
Kendall hit a little drag, get around behind. Not quite. 30 seconds, Kendall in with points here.
Still up by 7, so Kendall Cummings will probably either wait for his chance to take him down, and there he goes with the one leg takedown. They haven't awarded the points yet for the takedown. There we go. 10-1 Kendall Cummings. 12 seconds left and counting here in the second round of the 138 weight class.
Luckily, Kendall's not one to sit on a major decision or just to win. He's going to be going for the pin the whole time.
2 seconds left. They'll have to wait till the third round. Kendall Cummings wraps his legs around the midsection of Andrews, and he's literally riding him, and Andrews tried to do some mini push-ups to try to shake him off. 10-1 the score after the second round. And now Star Valley gets what they don't want, and that's under Kendall Cummings.
Right. And Kendall's looking for a pin here.
21-30 the score on the duel on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
Down by 9. Kendall knows how much we need a pin. So he'll be working here pretty hard.
30-21.
Kendall's got a nice little overhook right here. He's kind of squaring him up. Kendall's going to just hip into it, step over. There we go. He got it. That was that throw we were looking for. Kendall's going to put him away.
This could be huge if he's able
Kendall.
to get it. Trying
Right
to
there.
drive his shoulder blades to the ground.
Just drive that. Just drive those knuckles into his ribs. Put all your weight right there. Got him. There it is.
And Kendall Cummings wins via fall with 1:04 left in the third.
Attaboy, Kendall Cummings.
That now makes it 27-30 as we go into Riker Case number 6 in the 145 weight division in 4A for Evanston versus Cale Johnson, number 7 in the 3A. So another big matchup.
Yeah, this is one to go either way. Hopefully it falls our way.
Here we go. Evanston with, there's only 2 left. This could go all the way down to the wire.
Absolutely.
Red Devils trying to work their way into this, and they'll look to Riker Case.
We got some nice momentum coming into this match. Hopefully Riker can kind of ride this wave and get after it.
Evanston has won the last 2 via fall. Quentin Elmer on the miraculous comeback, and Kendall Cummings in a dominant performance at 138. We're in 145 right now. Still no points awarded, 40 seconds into the first round.
Oh, he's in. We can finish that. Riker's just kind of fighting for that inside control. Circle. Set up this shot right here. Yeah, it's back and forth. This is anybody's match right here. Somebody's got to just step up and go take it.
Red Devil Wrestling on KNYN 99.1, and of course the video stream on mylocalradio.com. No points awarded here in the first round. We have 34 seconds left at the 145 weight between Riker Case of Evanston and Cale Johnson of Star Valley.
He's in deep.
There's the takedown by Cale Johnson. He now leads it 2-0 with 20 seconds left in the first round on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
Right now, Riker's got to go.
Evanston down by 3 in the
points here.
duel.
We need points.
6
Keep
seconds left.
Circling.
4 seconds, 2 seconds, and that is probably going to do it for the first round. So Cale Johnson leads it 2-0 after 1.
Kind of drew first blood there, didn't he? Hopefully Riker can overcome that.
2-point gap, nothing to be afraid of as they'll start at the neutral position.
I didn't see who chose neutral there.
I did not either.
I got to pay attention. I believe we did, but I'm not sure.
Riker Case, number 6 in 4A according to YO Wrestling. Cale Johnson, number 7 in 3A according to the same source. This looks like another one of those matches where points are going to be hard to come by. Good takedown there by Johnson for Star Valley. He's collecting points, trying to finish off Riker Case. Doing everything he can to keep that second shoulder blade from hitting the ground. Right now, Johnson Case is in trouble. Johnson is
keep that shoulder up.
Pushing him down and gets the fall. Johnson wins with, I didn't see what the time was as they cleared the scoreboard pretty quickly.
Yeah, about a minute left.
Yeah, about a minute left in the second.
Plenty of time to work with.
And that puts this one away.
That's tough, yeah. We needed that one.
As Star Valley leads by 10, they will win the duel going into our final one. Rowdy Saavedra versus for Evanston versus Ren King, number 4 in the 3A. Final matchup of the night, 36-27. Right now they're
for a throw here.
Both trying to get a throw. We'll see who it is. Looks like Saavedra trying to get it, but he ends up out of bounds.
No.
No points scored in the first round. As Cervedra
good scramble.
Tries to get it.
Looked like he was going to get a headlock there, and then he scrambled out of it.
(36-27) the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard for the duel. Evanston is going to lose this one, but you know what? They came out and they competed really well with Star Valley.
Absolutely did. I'm impressed.
58 seconds left. No points awarded yet. Trying to get the takedown. Well, there's the first points as King will start to collect fall points. It is did they just award 4 actually to Cervedra?
Yeah, it went
on the scoreboard.
Went the wrong way. They'll get that corrected here shortly.
4-0. Ren King over Rowdy Cervedra for Evanston. Star Valley looking to get another victory in this duel as they lead at 36-27. 4-0 the lead for Ren King. He's going for the finish right here.
He is.
And there it is. That's how this is going to end. Ren King wins it via fall with 15 seconds left in the first. And that is going to make your final score 42-27. The Star Valley Braves win the duel. Let's go ahead and go with bring you our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. We're fast and fresh meats, and they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. That's Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. Jason Mitchell at ELAN bringing you the action here from Evanston Gymnasium. I tell you what, when I looked through this, Evanston lost the duel, but I think they had the match of the night. Quentin Elmer down, I think it was 8-1 at one point, and then he just reverses and gets Joseph Thompson, the number 4 wrestler at 132 in 3A, down for a fall with 32 seconds left in the second.
Absolute upset. I mean, nobody saw that coming. They were kind of getting greedy, looking for more points than just a major decision. Looking for that tech pin. Kind of got greedy and went for something, and Quentin just
and
made him pay for his mistake.
He's a fairly young wrestler too, so
he's a sophomore.
So that victory right there has got to be huge for him. Like
absolutely,
he will take that victory into regionals and take that confidence.
He absolutely needs to. You know, and Quentin, he's that type of kid that never say die. He's never out of a match. He's a heck of a little athlete, and at any minute can make you pay for a mistake.
We started at 160. Zachary Patterson of Star Valley beats Stephen Dick of Evanston via fall with 10.5 seconds left in the second round. Then we move on to 170. Rigdon Wagstaff makes easy work of Larson Vanderberg, winning via fall with 7.3 seconds left in the first. I think he was actually leading big when he went for that fall.
Certainly.
David Walker was supposed to wrestle at 182, but they moved him down to up to 195, taking on Mason Erickson, and Walker was not intimidated at all, beating Evanston's Erickson via fall with 38 seconds left in the second. I think that was a big statement by Star Valley, like, hey, we are a good team. We are a very deep team. We can wrestle above our weight.
Absolutely.
Regan Hoggett falls to Trent Clark via fall with 44.3 seconds left. Another weight bump. Trent Clark is the number 1 wrestler in 3A at 195, and he wrestles at 220 tonight.
He's a stud, yeah.
At 285, Erica Roscoe, the senior on senior night, gets the victory with 52.2 seconds left in the first via fall. And then I think actually all of our seniors won when you look at Rigdon, Wagstaff and Erica Roscoe both perform on senior night, so good for them.
They both stepped up with a big pin. Big pins.
Definitely. And going to 106, Walker Wilson beats Bo Simpson in what it was probably the closest match of the night. Final score 6-4 there.
Beautiful match.
Jacob Gield beats Brandon Van Giesen 5-2. That was one of those ones where it was very close to about 10 seconds left, and then Gield was able to collect about 2 or 3 near fall points at the very end. Jackson Moore falls to Waylon Nelson 5-3, but Jackson's got nothing to be ashamed of. Waylon Nelson, number 3 in the state at 3A.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And as we talked about earlier, this Star Valley team competes with the best team in 4A, Green River.
You bet.
So it's nothing to be ashamed of at all.
Yeah.
126, Logan Elson loses to Spencer Larson from Star Valley via fall with 54 seconds left. And then my favorite match, Quentin Elmer wins via fall with 32 seconds left in the second, down 10-1.
Right.
And he just comes back and just takes advantage of a mistake and flips the script.
And actually, gave us a chance. Mathematically,
exactly.
at that point, with that pin,
we were down by 3.
We had a shot at pulling one off here.
Exactly. And then Riker Case falls to Cale Johnson via fall with a minute left. And then Ren King beats Rowdy Cervedra via fall with a minute 15 left in the first. 42-27, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Star Valley wins the duel. And Jason Mitchell, what are your thoughts and kind of just takeaways from this matchup?
I think Evanston has a lot to build on from tonight. I think we can roll into regionals and have a lot of confidence. And I was actually really impressed with a lot of our JV kids that wrestled. I think we're going to put some number 2 kids into some brackets and could make some noise at regionals and states.
Definitely.
So that'd be kind of cool.
This was the final competition before regionals and states, so this was the final tune-up, and things went well for Evanston, and it was a real fun doing this with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to do it.
Absolutely. Thanks for inviting me. It was a blast.
Well, that's going to do it here. The following has been a wholly owned the preceding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. This broadcast brought to you in part by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, high-quality business cards, flyers, leaflets, and letterheads, posters, and more. Commercial 243 7th Street, Suite B in Evanston. And by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Play, see, stay, www.bearlake.org. The Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. When it comes time to book your lodging for the state tournament next month, stay at the Come On In Casper. Call 307-472-6300 today. And by Wyoming Dental Specialties, well-trained professional caring service and cutting-edge technology. Call 307-789-5608 to book your appointment today. And by Auto Farm Chevrolet, a community-driven dealership. And by Evanston Regional Hospital, quality health care close to home, evanstonregionalhospital.com. And by Best Western Del Mar Inn Legal Tender Restaurant. Anytime your travels bring you to Evanston, stay with your friends at the Best Western Del Mar Inn, 1601 Harrison Drive, Evanston. And by The Store, clothing and more in the Monkey Shine Strip Mall next to the laundromat, open Friday, so tomorrow, 1 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4. And by MyLocalRadio.com for weather reports, classifieds, news, and live coverage of high school sports. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. That's going to do it for us here from Evanston Gymnasium. On behalf of our producer back in the studio, the wonderful Val Cook, my broadcast partner, Jason Mitchell, I'm ELAN OLLIFF saying we will see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here when Evanston takes on Cody on the round ball court. Pregame starts at 5:30. Thank you so much, and take care.